All right, everyone, welcome back for another episode of Carnivore Trades. Today is Tuesday, December 17th, 2024. If you're not done so already, please give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to drop a like, comment your thoughts on the video, subscribe to the channel for daily stock market recap. Twice a day, we're posting shorts in the morning, intraday analysis, SPX gamma levels, and daily technical analysis for recaps. So I know you're going to love the channel. Also, don't forget to come find me on carnivoretrades.com for swing trading alerts, analysis, and live day trading anyways. Let's get into it today. So markets here, having a downdraft, but we did come off the lows by the end of the day. So FOMC tomorrow, at the end of the day, you know, if you just erased this gap down and we were flat, we just went sideways, really. But we did have a little bit of a gap down. Yesterday, volatility did uptick. I mentioned this in the video yesterday, obviously. And, you know, VIXY was really just getting a bid, and it was like we were just whistling past the graveyard here. A lot of this will be event volatility for the Fed tomorrow, meaning just standardized hedging. And I think some of it too today, I do actually like for my thesis, which you guys, you know, everybody knows it by now, but which is that, you know, we're going to see some rotation here again, and particularly to small caps and basically anything that's not Tesla, Broadcom, or like Google at this point. But I do like the gap down. Why? Because everybody's front running this end of year rally. Like, you know, I was saying this in the trading room earlier. I know I'm not the only one that's looking at IWM. You know, I have numbers that have hit, and I think that even if we go lower, there's more numbers that we're looking at. But I think this might have been it here. So we'll see how this shakes out here. But this downdraft did not really deter me at all, and I wasn't even involved earlier this week or late last week. But, you know, seeing a lot of nervous hands, nervous, sweaty palms, and that's fine. You know, you want to see that that's healthy in a bull market. And, you know, they can't take everybody up on the train for the end of the year, and everybody wants to be on that. So they do need to shake some people out here. Now, I'm gonna say this again. This is like, if there's one thing, if you're new to the channel, if there's one thing you take away from this, just remember this here. Do not make the same mistake that all these, you know, fake experts made in June, July, when they said, oh, the breadth is terrible, the breadth is bad, Aaron, the breadth is going to zero, and it's the worst since 2008. Just let me tell you, like, I saw some charts here. I just did a little article on a little blurb here. This is from Spot Gamma and Nomura. Worst negative breadth out of 11-day period ever. And I think we can beat it with 12 tomorrow. But look at all these, you know, they're all like bear market dates, except for like one. You know, we go here, S&P versus percent of members above the 200-day, it's weak, right? I've been hearing about it forever. I did a whole another article about this, and I talk about it all the time on my channel, about dispersion here. I don't even need to get into that right now. I'm going to show you right here why none of that even matters. Let me just show you. Let me make you the bull case for the breadth here. And I'll tell you why these guys have it wrong, at least I think. And, you know, if I'm wrong, I'll admit it, but I don't think I am here. You guys ever heard of the McClellan oscillator? This is a oscillator that measures breadth primarily. There's other things you can do with it. It kind of functions similar to RSI, where oversold, you know, divergences can kind of play out. If we look at back during that 2023 bear, you could see the, sorry, let me zoom out there. You could see the, right here, the higher lows, right? So that's bullish, right? You know, when the breadth is improving, it's bullish, but it's also, it's not just, oh, breadth down equal bad. Yeah, we're at all-time highs, and people are as bearish as ever. But you were in the basement here. You know, when you get below a -2, -200 here, look what happens, right? You know, was this a good time to buy? You know, was this a good time to buy? This was a good time to buy. And I'm not talking about buying for your, putting your McDonald's dividends into your 10, 20-year portfolio. I mean, trading here. This was a good time to buy. Was August 5th a good time to buy? Yeah. Anytime you get down in this area, it's it means the breadth, the current breadth level is unsustainable. And let's put our trend lines back on here. What is the market even doing right now, right? It's just, let's just go to ES here because I forgot to put it in, but I know I have it on this. What are we doing here? What kind of pattern is that? Right, so I don't know. You can predict a Santa crash, a Grinch meltdown. I'm not in that camp. I actually think that you should actually be buying here, and I think the low might be in today. This is based on several factors, not just the McClellan, but what I'm looking at with dealers, where they're positioned. A lot of hedging coming off here on IWM today. Didn't even get down to the numbers that they wanted it to get at, and I actually kind of like the Dow here myself too. And normally I don't really care about the Dow, but 9 days in a row down into a Fed meeting. I mean, I don't know how much more of a contrived move that can be. And by the way, look at the move here. I mean, this is as algorithmic as it gets. I mean, this is just what happens when, hey, we needed to get to a certain strike, program it. And just a very orderly pullback right into the 50 MA. Trend line kind of upsloping. It could go down a little bit lower. I'm not necessarily saying we could have a trend. We're going to have a trend move tomorrow, but I think next week we will. So we'll see. I would say for IWM, I know a lot of people are trying to play this with me. It's possible to see 240 tomorrow. Well, no, there's no way, Aaron. There's no. Well, we did this before and we did this before. It's possible. You got to get through 235 first. I don't know if that's going to happen, though. We have a lot, and I mean a lot of premium expiring in 3 days. December OPEX, it's the largest equity expiry ever. So wouldn't surprise me if we're a little compressed, but I'm not bearish. You guys know that. That's the bottom line. Right now, SPX, again, still got, people are worried about the gamma flip at 60.34. I just say watch 6,000, and I don't think we're have much to worry about there. You get through 6,100, it's off to the races. So pretty simple. Now, what will happen to the Qs? I think they will come in, right? Tesla, there's a little hanging man there today too, with volume. So maybe some distribution coming in, but I would be floored if this went through 500 with any sort of sustainability. So I think that's it. I mean, you got stocks like Broadcom. This needs to come down and do backing and filling. Google's been a runaway train. That backing off the 200 handle. Apple, I could see this maybe getting to 260. I know it's a ways away, but that's just where the numbers are. And if it does, that's probably the high. So it's looking for tech to come out. And not all tech, really, just like XLK type tech. I think semis can rally, right? They haven't really rallied here. And this is more about a breadth thrust. It's more about a everything catching up story. So that's kind of where I am at here. We get through that area, we got like 260, 265, 270. Cloud, again, down 97 cents today. So down 1%, still just clinging onto that 20 MA for dear life. Nothing wrong. I think it's a little top heavy, but doesn't mean it can't go higher. Transport's really got rocked. So I was looking for this to bounce here. Maybe this is a liquidity grab, some overshoot. And we'll see where it closes the week. We still got 3 days left. You can just close right back above. And again, it looks bad and whatnot, but just look at the moving average. What we did was revisit the 20 MA on the weekly after the breakout. Yeah, would you have preferred 16.6 to hold? Yeah, but we can hold it by the end of the week. And I think we will, in case you're wondering. All right. So interest rates backed off today, and preferably for a trade here, if I was going to play this, I would rather see them just green 5 days in a row. Although I guess the fives were flat here, but for the most part, flat to negative, long end of the curve, kind of coming down just a little bit. Again, I'm not playing it. If I was going to, I'd prefer to see some sort of extension. I'd like to see, the 30s up into 477 in a straight line going into the Fed. That would be a good, good bond long, I think. Same thing with the 10s. If you saw the 10s in a, just a pierce above 4.5, fives, at double top and so on and so forth. I'd play that. But right now, nothing, nothing really there alpha wise. I wouldn't be against, and I'm still pretty bullish rates, just in general. I wouldn't be against a little bit of a surprise here to the downside. How much of one? I don't know. Nothing crazy, but it does seem like the interest rate market is really ahead of itself here. And I've been talking about the dangers of Fed funds being too close to the 2 year, and it is, but I have a feeling they're going to try and jawbone that down. Nobody cares about the 2 year, which is funny to me, but because that's the only one that matters as far as Fed policy. But we'll see. The Fed knows. All right. XHB down 1.35 again, right into the 200, oversold here. Yeah, head and shoulder. It's valid. It's triggered now. So I'll entertain it, but I don't think it plays out. I'll be honest with you. In fact, everybody's favorite. I was actually saying this in the trading room earlier. We got to talk about it in video here real quick. I was like, if you guys want to be a big shot, just go long here. And that was like right into the that dip there with that hammer, closing with the hammer candle there. I just don't think it plays out. There's just too many eyes on it. I've had so many people sending me that chart here. But anyway, XHP, same kind of look. I still think 110, 111 is good support for now. And obviously, if the rest of the market rallies, it should, as should VNQ. But this is kind of an ugly double top here for right now. You had the nice bull flag. You couldn't really get back. You couldn't bounce there. So now it's down to the 200. Again, if we get that breadth move, I think everything goes. XLF down 35 cents. I don't see much past 49 for this right now. So I think that might be a local low. KRE down 235. Again, that 50 MA should hold. And then same thing on KBE there. Broker dealers, they're kind of wacky. They can go up and down, but 50 MA should be major if we were to sell into it. I don't think we will. Oil market selling off pretty good today, down 54 cents. Well, it came off the lows. I take that back. It did come off the lows pretty nicely. It was down a lot earlier. Again, tight range. There's nothing to do here. I'm not touching oil right now. I still like XLE. And so this has been maybe a little, well, I shouldn't say I was early on it because I got in, made money. I have re-added back some exposure here. I like, little evening star with a hammer at the end of a downtrend. Again, if money rotates, this will go too. I think this is up for a big quarter one. XOP, again, has a chance for the higher lows there. And OIH2. Uranium space, CCJ down 1.42 is a little bit of a chop zone right here that got defended here today. So we'll see. We'll say 56 and change. On a bounce, NM again got to our basically area right around 40, 41, and it's trying here. So if you can reclaim 44, you can try and get back to 47. Right, but messy chart right now. NJ, same thing. Didn't quite get down to 18. 19 and up. Excuse me, a pierce of 19. But yeah, it came off the lows there. Again, I'm not doing anything in the uranium space. Nat gas up 5%. It's trying for a higher low. Can Nat gas defy the odds? Yeah, Nat gas rallying in this late in the year is very odd. Very unusual, I should say. But still got to get above this wedge here. 200 moving averages on these contracts. This is basically a money pit. So, DXY, hanging in there. If rates come down, that'll come down with it. But weekly, it is just doing consolidation to go higher. Gold, again, same thing. Weekly, doing consolidation. Daily is choppy, not much to do there. No problems on the bigger time frame. I think silver, silver got hit earlier and then it came back nicely as well. Again, I don't see a ton of downside for silver here either. I think metals will have a good quarter one, specifically gold, silver. I don't know much about platinum and palladium. We'll have to keep watching these. Again, you guys know as soon as I see something, I'll talk about them. I do like trading them, but just don't have them Don't have anything going right now. Copper down 1%. Not looking good, looking more like a lower high. And Bitcoin, again, there's no problems with this. It's fine. Made a higher high, and you're going to close inside of yesterday's range, so maybe a little tired. Again, I've been, harping about this repeatedly, but yeah, 60 to 61 is where the dealers should step in, and they have. It was green, though. Notice the price action intraday, and I'm using IBIT because this is where all the options are. It's not a rejection, right? Like a rejection would be, boom, it's just consolidating. So if they want to, and I'm already seeing dealers do this. I wish I had the chart right in front of me right now. Let me see. You know what? I'll pull it up for you because I know you guys want to see it. But they are, and this is why you actually have to understand how the gamma works. It's not just look at the numbers and plug it in, but they are hedging up. So yesterday 62 was not the largest, right? It is now. It's kind of fighting. It was larger earlier, but it's kind of fighting. But 62 is like down here. So dealers starting to look like they're hedging up. If this goes sideways, this could see 65, like a huge surge into the end of the week, which would be 115. It's only got 3 days to do it. And if it doesn't do it then, it's not like it can't, but just saying, if you're looking for an explosive move, that would be it, obviously. ETH flat, so no problems. Breakout, you're just consolidating. That's fine. So still like the crypto space right now. We came off the lows pretty nicely at the end of the day. So somebody got filled at 603. I think there might have been short puts. I'll check the assignments later. But either way, we'll see. Markets, FOMC tomorrow. It's going to be a hawkish pause. That is baked into the cake. Or sorry, a hawkish cut. Hawkish cut. That's baked into the cake. And we'll see if the market crashes or not. So anyways, guys, I'll wrap it up here. You guys take care. Come find me on carnivoretrades.com. See you guys all tomorrow.